Let's do one thing. Let's select a shape 3D, and in this shape let's choose sphere, and let's decrease its latitude to, let me choose 0. Alright, now we have something like this. So I'll choose this. Alright, and I'll go to pEmitter, and in region, instead of the sphere, I'll choose mesh, and I'll take this shape and add it here. Now let's see what is happening. Alright, now we don't need angle variance to be 360, we need to be 180, and also angle Z variance to be 180. Now let's see the effect. Let me play it. Still going down. Alright, let me just disable pSpawn for a moment, and let's add a renderer. After prender, let's add a merge 3D. Let's connect the shape to the merge so that we can see the shape also. But in the shape, let's make it wireframe, and let's uncheck this normal for now. It is better to look at. I don't want, right now it will be like this. Angle Z variance is fine. Okay, angle variance, if I'll increase it, I don't want it to move like go down. So you can choose something like this. -53 is fine, but then they will go at a particular direction. This is also a problem. Actually, what I want is it should just go above. It should not go down. So for that kind of simulation, okay, let me choose angle to be 90, and then choose angle variance to be again 180. Now it will work. Yes, exactly. Again, angle Z variance also 180. Angle Z to 90. I think now it's working properly. Yes, it is indeed. Now we'll just copy all of this, paste it over here. In shape 3D, I'll just change one thing. I'll transform it. How can I do that, by the way? Yeah, changing on x-axis. Let's type 180 in pEmitter. Let's put a minus to all of this. Minus. We don't need to put minus on any other things. Maybe minus here also. Maybe minus 180 here also. Maybe minus 180 here also. Now if you will merge all of these together, I'll choose this merge over here. Let's see what kind of effect we get. And here you have your explosion, guys. Pretty good, right? Let me do one thing. Let me go to this and unseen by cameras, skull faces, front, back. I mean, we just don't want to see it. So skull faces, front, back, unseen by camera. Right? That's how you can use shape in. We just need a transform, by the way. We don't need that like another shape. So if I'll choose XF, 3XF, and if I'll connect it here, and if I'll connect these transform here, so let me choose this to be here. Because of the settings, we'll by default have a good animation, but still, in case you want to see it, so we can type 180 here, no issue. So whatever, it just totally depends. Maybe we don't even need that sphere now. We just needed those particle settings which we got already. So I'll just connect it here and connect this one here. We'll have the same effect now also, we'll have the same effect then also, so it doesn't matter at all. Alright, particles will just blow. Now if we will enable this pSpawn with control P again. Okay, still it's not working. Well, also we need to change the properties of pSpawn, same. So let's go to angle and choose -90. In angle variance, if you will increase it, so it will be like this, which is what we wanted. In angle Z 360. Well, again we have some sort of problem. How to let these know that it's coming from here only? There will be some setting for it which I don't know right now. So this is a failure. What else is the better way to explain this to you guys? I like failing because then only I grow. 180 maybe. How much angle variance have I choose here? 51.3. So 51.3, same here. Now we can see the same effect happening to the particles. Let me do one thing to differentiate between these. In this particle emitter, let's change its style. Sorry, in this pSpawn, let's change its style to blue, something like this. And in this pSpawn, let's change its style to red, something like this. Maybe orange, not red. Let's see the effect now. So we will have something like this. These particles are going down, these particles are coming above. If I'll click render 3D, let me add a camera also here. After this render 3D, let's add a background. Hit Ctrl T to swap the inputs. Inputs were wrong. Now if we will play, I'll choose use target in camera, bring this over here. Maybe something like this will work. I'm hitting controllers again and again, by the way. Let's add let me just remove all of it. Let's add a glow. Oh man, what's happening to my typing? And add as glow node, which is soft glow. After this one, we can see we have a very nice effect. Instead of 10, increase it to 15. And yeah, we do have a nice effect. Maybe we can do something much better than this. Let's go to pSpawn and let's reduce the angle variance. Also reduce the velocity. I don't need this much of velocity. Oh shit, we can do the effect. We just need to disable the velocity transfer. Man, oh my god, I was thinking I'm such a dumb guy. This maybe reducing the lifespan. You just need to reduce the velocity to transfer and you will have the same effect. Okay, because if you will have the velocity transfer, so it will transfer the emitter's velocity value to pSpawn's velocity, which is you don't want, so keep that in mind. Let's decrease this particle on. Let's increase the angle variance to maybe 50. We have a cool effect. It is actually looking really great. And if you will choose, like if you will make a fast noise, and again doing the same technique which you used in the previous particle video, I'll uncheck this auto resolution, and in here type 100 by 100, maybe 50 by 50 is fine, and add a ellipse node on this. Alright, increase the soft edge. Maybe we don't even need this ellipse. Let me just delete it, and in this fast noise you'll go to color, and here let's choose a gradient and make it the other way, and make this alpha out. Yes, exactly like this. Choose radial, and take this here, take this one here. Now you got yourself a masked out fast noise. And also let's increase the seed rate to something like 10, so it will be really fast. That is something which you wanted. And now I'll take this fast noise, and in style, instead of point, let's choose bitmap. I'll go here in this fast noise, I will add brightness. I'll add BC, and it will add brightness / contrast automatically. We'll click here, and I'll decrease its gain value. I want its gain value to be reduced on just the lower part of it, so I'll add a mask on it. We'll bring it down, increase the soft edge to like 0.2, something like this. Maybe rotate it a little bit, something like this. Yeah, this is fine. And let's see this now. I'll choose media out. Is it even working? Style bitmap, yeah. In P render, what do we have? Okay, so we have something like this. Wow. Looking great. Let's do one thing. Let's reduce its particle number to 1 and increase the size of it. So I'll go to size and increase the size of it to something. Maybe let's do size to velocity. No. It's the other way. Well, size to velocity is not working. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I understand. So I'll go size variance, a little bit something like this, and then let's add. Let's control zoom out a bit. Select both of these. Hit F to flatten them out a little bit. Let's bring it here. Bring this one here. Bring this here. Out of fade. And let's fade in it a little bit and fade it out just a little bit. So we'll have this kind of an effect. Let's go to render 3D and let's see what do we have here. We have pretty bad image. Well, wow. We'll go to controls and we'll choose spin, and let's choose 360. Y variance 360. Come here, 360. I'll choose 0 here. So maybe now these will spin. Okay, these are spinning. Let's also add some rotation. 360, 360, 360. Let's see. Yeah, it's working, but not in a way that I wanted it to work. But I think it's fine. Yeah, I mean, it works. And what else do we want? maybe increasing its size from 50 by 50 to 100 by 100, and fast noise also. Let's increase its detail. I think now it will work better. I think it's not working that good. Let's choose software render instead of this simple render. Let's go to merge. Let's do one thing. Let me just see this where it's looking bad. Okay, so first of all we need more particles to spawn, so I'll again increase it to 5. Let me just play it. I think high quality is checked. Why didn't it is looking this bad? And we have something like this. Okay, this is like, let me bring the camera closer to these particles, and I think that we need to increase the size even more. It should be like this. And maybe let's again flatten them. Hold Alt and let's bring it over here, and maybe hold Alt and bring it above. It will not work. All right, then I think in brightness contrast we need to decrease the gain even more. Alright, maybe not that much, but 0.3 is nice. And lastly, in pSpawn itself, let's make its color first to white to see is it even working like clouds, like as we thought it would work. So I'll select fast noise here. Why it's not visible, I don't know. Yeah, it's visible now. So in here, let me increase the scale a little bit. I think something like this is better. Maybe reduce it to 3 point something. Now let's choose this merge. Let's see how it's looking. It is at least better. I'll not say it's looking at its best, but it's at least better. And in, I don't know why in OpenGN it should be better than software rendering, but maybe I'm doing something wrong. In camera we have the default camera, we have the resolution, and I'll take the same output and connect over here. Oh, first I need to go to style and enable that bitmap, and then again I'll take this. I'll delete this spawn node, by the way, but I also want the settings. So what I did here, 0.2165, 0.126, 0.126. Alright, and I also have this. I'll select both of this. First I'll just select this, bring it above. I'll select both of this, hit F, select this, hit Alt and drag. Instead of Alt, hit Shift. No, Alt. Hit Alt only. And I don't think there is any other setting that I need to change. I even reduced its size to something like this. I think it is looking better, and let's change it to blue. Please, it should look good. I also even changed the particle number settings to 5. Here I also have 5. I don't know why this blue is not looking that good. Maybe let's change it to yellow. I think that will look good, at least better. I'll hit Control S again and again. I'm hitting it because it can crash at any given moment. Maybe the problem is that since I enable that rotation spin thing, maybe it's making my emission bad. Let's see how the effect comes. It should look good, fingers crossed. Man, it's at least better than before. Oh, I'm saved. Alright, now we have something like this. Let me just go to my soft glow. Let's just remove my soft glow, and in my glow even reduce it to something like this. It's already been half an hour, man. I try so much that this video should not take this much, this video should not take this much. But every video takes so much time. I'll add a prism blur and remove the blur, increase the aberration strength, reduce it to something like this. Let me just zoom in to 400%. Let's see how it goes. Looking good. And also in this emitter, change its style, and in color choose the same orange color, and in here I'll choose the same yellow color. Come here, choose yellow, it was something like this. Yes, now it's looking good. I'll not say that I failed terribly, but yeah, I sort of failed in the effect which I was trying to mimic or create. But in Davinci Resolve Fusion, everything tends to be like this, like old school, not good lighting or rendering. Other things are perfect, like the simulation itself is so good. And if you will create some, like do some more tweaking, it will look good, but again that will take a lot of time. So instead you can just directly go to Blender and do some more simulations, which is a lot better than this. But again, we can't say anything to it. And if I'll remove this from pSpawn and without this, instead go to style, and instead of bitmap choose point, maybe increase the number to something like 50. Here also increase the number to something like 50, or maybe increase it to 250. Come here, increase it to 250. Then maybe you can get the similar effect, but again it will take so much time to render and all of that stuff. So I think this is something which I want to tell you guys, and you can just do 2-3 things more. I'll make this like this. First of all, I'll take this merge 3D, make it here. Okay, all right. Because I'm trying to add depth of field. My favorite effect always. I'll just emitter, and instead of this red, let's make it blue. And again in this pSpawn, in style, instead of this red, make this blue. Alright, I'll hit Control S, take the camera, bring it a little closer to the footage, maybe something like this. Let's wait for it to render. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe increase it even more. I want the top view to be in focus, and yeah, I mean looking great. And instead of this point, you can even add spheres. Let's do one thing. Let's go to render 3D. In render 3D, go to controls, choose Z, and in here choose OpenGL rendering. In accumulation effects, enable accumulation effects. Make quality to first something like 4 maybe. Depth of blur is fine. If you want, you can make it 0.5. So now I will go to again camera. Sorry, I just want this merge. So I'll do one thing. In spawn, I'll increase the number to, I'll double it and give it to someone else. Just kidding. 500, which should look good because it will double the amount and it should work. Yeah. And in here, go to control visibility and choose focal plane. Alright, bring focal plane to somewhere around here. Now control this again to save it, wait for it to render, give it some time. Well, then you can go in here and instead of like 4, you can choose 32 again, or maybe 50 is also fine. So what is this now? It should look good in my opinion, but we'll see. And if the audio is bad, I'm really sorry for that, but oh wow, it's actually looking good. Let's do one thing. Let's maybe reduce the amount of DOF, which is depth of field. Yeah, I think it's looking great. And I'll go to camera again, and I will choose maybe, no, I'll not choose anything. I'll just hit Control S and you can give it a render, and after quick render it will look something like this.